Hi, everybody. Zipporah Wayne here on a Thursday night. And I hope you had a wonderful Purim. Hope brought you joy and simcha and connection to your family, to your friends, to Hashem, to the joy that Purim can be. And I want to talk to you today about Parsha's Sisah, which is parenting with the Parsha. And we're going to be talking today about giving the benefit of the doubt to our kids, which isn't always easy because we see what we want to see. Perception is everything, right? How do we view something? So I would like to reference, as always, Rabbi, I turn up my volume, make sure it's all the way up here. Give me a minute. Hope you can hear me now. Rabbi Zelig Pliskin's Grow Through Torah and on Kisisa. So we're talking about how Aaron HaKohen asked the women and said, remove your golden earrings. Forgive me, I'm still learning how to translate. So for those of you that are in my boat, stay with me. And however, I hope that what you hear will be inspirational for you and meaningful for you. So Aaron said to the Jewish people, remove the golden earrings which are on the ears of your wives, sons, and daughters, and bring them to me. So why in the world would Aaron HaKohen, when Moshe Rabbeinu did not come back yet, and they were confused as to when he was coming back down from Har Sinai, from Mount Sinai, why in the world would it appear that Aaron HaKohen is getting involved in seemingly idolatry? However, if we look deeper, clearly we know that his intentions were for the good. How is that possible? So he made a calculation that if he stepped up to be leader, Moshe Rabbeinu would have thought that he was trying to usurp his leadership. If he appointed someone else, and they would have a hard time giving it up. But in the end, he was trying to keep them seemingly busy until Moshe Rabbeinu came back down. So if we are willing to stop with our children and look deeper, dig a drop deeper, even though it is so hard in the midst of busy day, busy life. I have a story to share with you. Again, we're just talking about real underlying intentions. So I have an example from our daughter where, and I've shared this before, that when she was younger, she would like, one could have called her, say, like a busybody, like wanting to be involved and always here. And one might, and I occasionally did, interpret it as annoying, like, nah, I need a minute to do what I have to do. And then I stopped for a minute. Hashem gave me a little kiss and gave me this realization that she was just trying to be helpful. And then once I had that thought, I'm not saying this is always the case, however, I know her to be a helpful human being. So when there is a time when I could possibly perceive something as annoying, I do my best to realize, wait a minute, she just wants to help and learn and be involved. So that completely shifts my mindset and my perception of the experience. So I'm able to then include her in a way that is meaningful for her and set a boundary based on what works for me and how she can learn. So it makes a world of difference when we're able to take a moment to look at our children and say, what is their intention? What are they really trying to do? And I often have found that when I take a moment to stop and listen to what she's trying to say, she has an idea that I never would have thought of. And again, as the adult, I think, that has to be done this way. However, it's always really enlightening to me when I stop for a moment and I pause and I listen to what she's trying to say instead of my natural perception of, I'm in charge, or she doesn't know what she's talking about. Again, these are just examples of thoughts that might come into your mind. But giving the benefit of the doubt which we want people to give us. It's not always easy because we have our own mindset about things, but when we can dig a drop deeper, it makes a world of difference for the positive in our connection with our children. So just wanted to share those thoughts with you for Parsha's Ki Sisah. And I just want to remind you all that I am a former high school guidance counselor of 9 years in public schools. I saw it all. I worked with all different kinds of kids and parents and families on any topic you can think of, for the most part. And I've also worked with kids. I'm working at Torrey Day School now, by the way, here in Atlanta. And I've worked with kids most of my life. And by default, the family and parents. If you're having a hard time seeing the good, giving the benefit of the doubt, I am more than happy to be available for you to support you in doing so. Do we find that we're usually negatively interpreting the actions of our children, which they get our energy back? They know what we're feeling. They respond to that. If we're able to see the good, imagine how they can rise to that. We show them who they are by the words we communicate to them. So please allow me, if you will, to support you in growing closer to your kids and to seeing who they really are. If you're struggling with this, it's my joy and my pleasure to support children and to support parents in becoming the best they can be. And I'm talking to myself too. I have plenty of growth to do in my life, both personally and professionally. I'm constantly learning and seeing and getting new insights. So I thank you for joining me on this journey. And I hope you have found this supportive and inspirational to you. And let me know, share your thoughts with me, please, as to what topics you would like to hear most about. I would like to know that so I can address that for you. And I just wish you a beautiful Shabbos. And I hope it's restful and meaningful and relaxing for you and connecting to Hashem and to your family and gives you the boost that you need for the upcoming week. And I won't say the word Pesach. I won't say it. I hope our journey toward preparation is smooth and clear. Just smooth for you. Okay, I wish you all the best. Zipporah Wayne, my Happy Heart Coach, coaching parents toward deepening connection and joy with your kids. Here's to growing and sharing your happy heart. Good job.